Good morning, YouTube family. It's Andrea here at VW Family Farm, and this video may be a little bit bumpy because we're on the road.
Road trip!
Yay!
Emily, they can see you. Say hello. We are on a road trip down to Mississippi. We're going to the Deepsouth gathering. So we are pretty excited. We're taking you guys along with us. We have been up since the crack of dawn.
I got up at 5.
Doing chores, putting out hay, all that kind of good stuff so we could get to come. Thank you to our farm sitters. If it wasn't for farm sitters staying at our farm and doing everything for us and looking out for everything, we would not be coming at all. And actually, y'all saw me on some videos earlier this week, and it's been a rough week. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and say it's been easy with the new cows and everything. We feel like it's actually went pretty well. At this point, we lost the cow and calf the first day. We didn't lose the cow, we sold her, but we considered it a loss because we had to haul her off. And then we've lost one cow and one calf since then, which I hate. But when I put it in perspective, buying 60 cows that we basically knew nothing about, it's actually went pretty well. When I put it in perspective and think about it, we're just blessed to be able to be getting to do this, even though we've had some problems. It's gonna be fine. We're still living the dream. So, I mean, our dream, not everybody would want to be living this dream. It might be a nightmare to some, but so here we are. We've been up since the crack of dawn. We're driving to Mississippi. It's actually a pretty nasty day, but I'm still super pumped about just getting to get out and go somewhere.
And meet new folk.
Yes. It's actually really foggy. We just drove out of the fog. I should have showed y'all earlier because you couldn't even hardly see your hand in front of your face this morning. We were out trying to check cows and you couldn't even see them. But we got everything done. Like I said, we're leaving our farm in really capable hands of people we love and trust. And we are just, let me pan over here, get Ben in this.
I better concentrate on how.
Yes, don't look. We are super pumped. I know we're gonna get to meet some of y'all. I'm really excited about that. Anyway, I'm gonna give you some views of what we're seeing. We're driving through farmland right now. We're still in Arkansas. It's probably gonna be 4 o'clock before we get there. This is like a 7-hour drive for us. It's a pretty good little haul, but we're enjoying it. We're sitting here. When we go somewhere, sometimes we just have to get out of the house and go somewhere because it forces us to take a break and not just sit there and work. So this is really good for us to be forced to chill out and visit and spend family time together. We just wanted to bring y'all along. All right, we're 2 hours away. We're getting restless. We've been driving for what? 5 hours. And right now we're in stop and go traffic in Jackson, Mississippi. Almost said Tennessee. I don't even know what state we're in. Jackson, Mississippi. I think we're doing some of the time 0, some of the time 20. Have I mentioned I hate traffic? Like, we get in big cities and I just cannot wait to get back out in the country. Traffic. A lot of people get stressed out when they drive for miles and see nothing, like no places to stop and all that. I get stressed out when I get in the city and there's just people everywhere and buildings and roads, and I just can't wait to get out of town. All right, guys, we have made it. We are in Wiggins, Mississippi.
Woo! Finally.
We are tired.
26. This would have been a stressful drive if we had to do like what we had to do back in the day with old maps.
Real maps.
Real maps. Read a map, tell me which one to turn, which way to turn. Look at the sign, it says Wiggins. Wiggins.
You can eat there at McDonald's.
There's America's
Turn left
Bayou.
onto Frontage Drive East.
Well,
Then
nice.
the destination is on your right.
We made it, guys.
The destination is on your right. America's Best Value Inn.
They're not gonna know what hit them here in Wiggins.
Lord, won't you please plant me where the wild things grow?
Usually the best way to handle things is just to have your wife do it and you just obey. You guys, you'll learn a lot of lessons in life if you do that. Life, happy wife, happy life. Yeah, that's how that works. Okay, we've got a panel of people up here today. We have VW Farms on our right over here. Ben and Andrea. Okay, I'll get it right. Okay, we got Jessica and Jeremiah, Roots of Refuge. We got an extra microphone over there. Daniel don't have the other one. And then we got Patty and Tommy, Alderman Farms. Old-time friends of ours. I can't say old. Well, I'm not sure if I'm older than you or if you're older than me. So I gotta rephrase that. I know Mike's older than me, but dead giveaway. The beard is the dead giveaway. Okay. No, Mike and Jenny from the Pratt family, all their little kids here with them. Beautiful family. Love them. And the Aldermans, Tomas. I don't want to say it wrong. All right, and then we got Ben and Melissa. I always just call it Homestead Mama. Full House Homestead.
Well, we are VW Family Farm. I'm Andrea and this is Ben, and I can't not mention our two teens down here on the first row. We couldn't do all that we do without them. We are on a small homestead in central Arkansas. Actually, it's not small. That was a big fat lie. I told them that I'm going to just probably lie if I'm not prepared, but it's really big, actually. Actually, we live on about 700 acres that we share with Ben's brother, who, thank you, Uncle Mike, is taking care of the homestead for us. They ask us some questions like, what's our biggest struggle? Do you want me to go through those now, or am I messing this all up?
Just quick.
Okay. Our motto is go big or go home, I think. We just bought a huge herd of beef cows 2 weeks ago. When they all calve, we'll have 180 cows on our farm. So we're crazy. We have all the other animals too, chickens, pigs, goats, sheep, honeybees, gardens. Yes, 21,000 square foot gardens. So that's us. We just do everything on a big scale and then just get overwhelmed and cry. But, so that's us.
I love this. The men just hand it to the women.
My name is Jess, this is Maya, and we are from Roots and Refuge Farm, where we have an actual small homestead. We're working with 4 acres, about 40 minutes down the road from VW Family Farms in central Arkansas, where we have, small homestead things. We have a small herd of dairy goats, we have some chickens and some ducks, and we have about a 10,000 square foot garden, and I would say that the majority of the food that we grow comes out of that space.
And we live on 116 acres that nobody ever bought. Been in the family for about 150 years. Part of a whole section that was awarded in a land grant back in the 1800s.
Okay, we're Pratt Family Homestead. We are from southern Michigan. We have 10 acres, 4 beautiful kids. One's really sweaty. We have kinder goats, chickens, ducks. We raise pigs every year, and a horse, 2 dogs, and a rabbit, and bees. We do bees, and we have quail.
And I feel kind of small compared to everybody else here. I mean, I used to own 40-something acres, but I sold it all because I didn't believe in being in debt, and I paid my house off and stuff like that. And we're down to 10 acres, but it's almost more than what I want right now.
Lord, it's cold right now. They're coming down. My name's Dan Reffert. I have a 12-acre homestead, well, not a homestead, but a 12-acre home place in east central Mississippi. I don't consider myself to be a homesteader. I'm a half-steader of sorts. I am a full-time police officer in the state of Mississippi. So I have a full-time job, and then when I get home, I go to work again. Lord, don't let nobody dull you shine. I mean, nobody.
This is Ben Vinson. He's who I call him my farm dad, because he has 700 acres and 180 head of cattle, and I'm like, one day, I'm gonna be like my dad. You know, I have 4 acres and, you know, a few animals, and I'm like, you know, I'm in grade school.
I'll make mine short and sweet. She asked how to get your kids to work. I think the easiest way I've made mine is make it theirs and make it money. I mean, they've grown up doing this pretty much their whole life, but I've tried to teach them responsibility and the respect of money, that you're gonna have to have it to live with. So the more they grow in that, they're learning responsibility of managing their animals, managing their money, and responsibility of getting everything done. So that's my answer. Short and sweet.
And our kids actually made a video because they make their own money, and they've been doing it for probably 5 years, but they did it through 4-H. They get free chicks each year, and we would pay and feed them all spring and summer, and then it'd come time in fall when they'd start laying and they'd want to sell the eggs. And finally we were like, no. We fed these chicks all year. You can't sell the eggs. So we told them, if you want to sell the eggs, you got to feed the chicks all that time they're not laying. You got to put money into something to get money back. And so they've made a good little amount of money. Lane is actually almost 16. He has enough now to buy him a older used truck. So that's taught them a lot. But actually Jeremiah was sharing some of that with us last night, and that got me to thinking about legacy and leaving like multi-generations. And so more than just the kids, I was thinking about, Ben's mentioned his grandpa, but we would not be where we are today without that man. He was a forward thinker. He lived very frugally. You would not know he had a dime to his name. He drove these old beat up vehicles and lived very frugally, but when land would come up for sale, he would buy all the land he could for like $100 an acre, until he amassed this farm that he then left to his daughter, which is my mother-in-law, and then we share it. Ben and his brother share it. And I really think that's a lot of why our kids are the hard workers that they are, because like you said, people give up their homesteads so easy, but those who don't, and it stays for generations, just like I was listening about y'all's land from way back, there's something about it. It's special. Someone's blood, sweat, and tears went into that, and so they're willing to work for it because it's going to be theirs. So I really think that's a lot of the success of getting your kids to work hard. Make it theirs too, not just yours that they're going to grow up and leave. Make it the family's.
We're just having a great time. We've done the panel. Ben made it through.
Yes, he
did a great job.
And we're just kind of visiting with everyone. We want to kind of show you some of the channels we've gotten to know while we've been here, so y'all can go check them out, because there's some great channels here that y'all might not have heard of. So I'm going to let these guys introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about their channel. So I'll turn it over to them.
Hi, we're Zach and Jen Stivers. We're the Stivers Homestead. We're here with our 2 kids, Raylan and White, who are in all of our videos. They steal the show, most often more than none. But we live in Kentucky. We built our own house, so that's kind of our staple point of our homestead. We did a pole barn kit and built it all on our own. However, we do have ducks, chickens, guineas, gardens, greenhouses, all the fun stuff that's on a homestead. But you got anything you want to add?
We're looking to add goats, so that's our next thing.
Yep.
We're getting everybody we get home.
How long have y'all been homesteading?
We've been homesteading for about 5 years.
Yeah, we started building our house in 2014, so that's when we started.
Only been
it's
on
been a
YouTube.
journey since then.
Yeah, we've only been on YouTube for about a month. Though,
Yeah.
but we have a lot of experiences in homesteading. Yeah.
They have done really good in the month they've been on YouTube. You probably heard Jess and Jeremiah give them some shout outs saying that they've been watching their videos. So this is a channel that's just getting off the ground, and if you want to be somebody that's watching their journey from the beginning, they are going to go places. So you need to jump over there and get with them now and follow their whole journey. So is there anything else y'all want to share?
Thank you, and we have really loved meeting y'all this weekend.
Yes, we have too.
It's been a blast.
We actually stayed up till like 12 o'clock at the hotel.
Way past my bedtime.
Yes, mine too.
Really going crazy, drinking coffee. I mean, we were partying it up, but playing
juicy
cards.
coffee.
Yeah. But we had a ball visiting and just getting to know everybody. And so check them out. Stivers Homestead, and Lane is behind the camera, but he'll put links in the description.
Thank y'all.
Thanks.
All right, hey guys, this is Bobby with Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener. You want to tell us a little bit about your channel?
Well, my channel is just at my home. I have a 1/4 acre yard in a subdivision, and I do a lot of gardening, and my wife and I do a lot of cooking together. We do cooking with not only vegetables I grow, but we do on the keto diet.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of cooking with that.
Now, does your wife get in the videos, or is it just the hands?
Just her hands. Yep, no.
She's sneaking around back here, but yeah, she's probably the brains behind the whole operation, but she's not on the camera. But I heard someone challenged her to do a video.
That's right.
So we talked about it. So maybe you'll get to see her some. But if you see the hands, she said that's usually her hands cooking. But
How long have you been gardening?
I've just been gardening for about 3 years.
3 years?
Yep.
And what's your favorite vegetable or plant in your garden?
Oh
Put you on the
gosh,
spot
that
there.
is a hard question. I would have to say cucumbers, because I love pickles.
oh yeah,
That's like
yeah.
my passion. I made about 100 jars last year.
Oh
Wow,
wow!
pickles are good.
I'm gonna do it again this year.
Well, he was actually on our list for $3.93,
Yeah.
but as y'all know, we've had to discontinue that. But we are going to give some shout outs and also in some of our lives. So y'all go check him out.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Tell him your channel name one more time.
Mississippi Gulf Coast Garden.
Y'all go check him out. Okay, so we got another YouTube channel here. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about themselves.
Hi, my name is Donnie, and I'm Country Homestead Preacher, and that's the name of our channel as well. And this is Olivia, Annabeth, my wife Jennifer, and Luke in the back. And our channel is a homesteading channel with a lot of Bible teaching on it as well. We don't know a whole lot about homesteading yet, but we're learning, and we're trying to just make community and make as many friends as possible. So I would like to invite you to check us out sometime, Country Homestead Preacher.
Y'all need to check them out. Look at these cute kids. You can't resist them. Y'all check them out. He does some great Bible teaching and sermons, I call them, and y'all really need to check them out. I bet you've seen him on some of the live streams commenting and stuff. They've been really fun to get to interact with this weekend, so be sure and check them out.
And I think I know somebody that's really excited to meet you.
Yes.
Oh, the Haskins.
The
Yes,
Haskins.
I'm looking forward to the Haskins, yes.
They're going to be really jealous when they see us with y'all. We'll see y'all later. Time to spend money. All right, guys, y'all know how much I love Azure Standard. I talk about them all the time and send y'all there all the time. I found someone who sells some of their stuff on there, so I'm going to let her introduce herself and show you some of what she sells.
Hey, I'm Melissa, and this is Ben.
Hey.
And our YouTube channel is Full House Homesteaders. My website is homesteadmama.org. I've been making homemade body products and herbal products for like 15 years. I started when my kids were sick and having skin problems. And Azure picked up my essential oil line and a couple of our bug repellents. They picked up, let's see, we have organic herbal bar called Super Salve. They sell that. They have our bug bar. We actually had these in Tractor Supply as well. You can see this display right here was set up for Tractor Supply. Let's see, this one right here, the bug bar, that is all organic. They sell that as well. So they have a really strict organic policy. So those things that are 100% organic and pure, we sell through them. Then we have some other things like lotions and face creams. And because they're an oil and water mixture, they need a preservative. So they're like 99 or 96% organic. And so those you can find on our website. Our essential oils are gas chromatography lab tested. They're approved for food use. So Azure sells our essential oils. But then, like I said, there's other products that we make too by hand. Our face cream, Happy Face, that's gotten a lot of recognition around the country. We sell internationally too. The Glow is our eye cream. I have a stretch mark cream for mamas. As you can see, I need that myself. And then we have tons of just fun stuff like scrubs and lotions and stuff like that. But I make them as natural as possible and with lots of herbs and oils. Some of the herbs I grow myself organically.
All right, so y'all check them out. They're a really cool family, and she's a wealth of knowledge. So I'm just going to say, go to their channel and get to know their family and start following them.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Check me out. Like I said, I do that thing once a week about what's good.
These are not the ones that have the eyeball. These are solid yellow.
Okay.
What was that look?
I don't know.
He gave him the look. Right.
He does flint knapping. He makes all the arrowheads and the native tools. He had to go outside for a minute. He's been over here trying, but he hurt his hand a couple of days ago, so it's been really hard for him to do it. But I'm Teresa from Stringfield Ridge Farm, and Lee makes arrowheads. He flint knaps, and he makes primitive tools. He actually made this scraper and used it to tan this deer hide. And he used this to scrape his deer hide. He's made a couple of them that way. And he makes the bows and arrows, and we actually use all that. And he made this little necklace for me out of clay from the creek behind our house. And he makes all that stuff.
Dang it. Can't hold my billet hard enough right now.
It wasn't the end. There was still so much more. Since then, it's been 5 years, 5 incredible years. There's been sadness. Very sad things. Traumatic things, hard things, but not the end. No end pages have been lived between then and now. And no end pages will be lived between now. There isn't one. There is no the end page because of Jesus. And let me tell you, the reason I came here today was not just to preach that to you, but I don't know how to tell you anything without first telling you I'm not living with an end page. Because I want to tell you to dream huge. This morning I woke up and I'm like, what am I going to talk to these people about? I have no idea what to talk to these people about. And I kept thinking opportunity, opportunity. And I'm like, opportunity? I don't think a lot about opportunity, to be honest. Because here's the thing. Opportunity, I had the definition because I was like, what exactly is opportunity? What is that? What does that exactly mean? Opportunity, a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something.
All right, guys, thanks for going along with us to the Deep South Homestead Gathering. We had a blast. Check out all the channels that we introduced you to. We met some great people, and it was just a great event. You could really feel the Lord moving there. It almost felt like a revival in a way. It was awesome. So check out the channels we showed you. Give them some love. We are back on the farm, and it is time to get busy. Spring is just about here. We saw so much green grass growing on the way to Mississippi and back. It was crazy. They're a little bit, well, they're quite a bit further south than us, but they're ahead of us on the warm weather and the springtime grass and all that. But it just gave us hope that it's almost here for us too. So we've got a lot coming your way this week. We are trimming sheep and goat hooves. I'm going to show you that and show you a cool tool that was sent to us to use to do that. We've got to get stuff planted. A lot of times I've had potatoes and onions planted by now, but it's been a cold last month, so I didn't plant them, and I'm glad about that because we've had some really cold snaps, and that doesn't kill potatoes. But if the plant is already up, it will shock the plant and kind of kill it on the top, and then it has to shoot back up. And our potatoes just don't seem to do as well when that happens. So I've tried to be a little more patient this year, so I'm just now getting the potatoes in. I bought a 50-pound sack at the feed store, and they're like, wow, you plan to grow some potatoes? And I was like, yeah, you don't even know. But I'm going to get that planted, take y'all along for that. We've got quite a bit coming up, so just stay tuned. Thanks for going with us to Mississippi, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. God bless.